And welcome back to the Fake Stuff Podcast. Back at it again. Man, they thought they could get rid of us, Kraft, man. They thought they could get rid of us. Ain't been on in a little while. But it's like I said, if anybody was listening to this podcast when we started, there was 3 views and shit, I'm doing this till the day I die. Kraft, man, what's going on, big dog?
Nothing much, man. I'm just glad to be back on. Like you said, people thought we were gone. We're just like a bad disease that just keeps coming back. We're like, we ain't got to hear that shit no more. No, we're fucking here. We're back.
Man, got C Swizzy on with us. So really, it's the OG3 in the building tonight. Me,
I
Chris, and
thought y'all was
Kraft.
posting the whole time, and then Matt was like, "We ain't recorded in 2 months," and I was like, "Oh shit."
Well, I mean, life was too busy, man. I was working every night. I didn't have no time to do this, but I had to go get that money. And then, Kraft, man, been traveling and all that, doing stuff. So we working, man. It's the off season anyway, so fuck it. But what's going on, fellas?
Yeah, it ain't like nothing's been going on in the offseason. Nothing like the NFL draft or rookie drafts, any dynasty stuff. But like you said, we just been like, it's been like, hey, you want to get on? I got to work. And then the same thing goes back the other way. Hey, I'm free this weekend. I'm like, well, shit, I'm going to be gone.
Yeah, man. We definitely still here, and we definitely going to be here during the season. Because I feel like during the season, we can always sneak on a day or two during the week, and make it work, stuff like that. So
because we have no life when football's on. Like,
yeah,
we be doing shit. We be doing all kind of fun shit when football's off. When football comes on, it's like you get glued to the screen and stuff again.
Can't do nothing because I got man. The game's on this weekend, and then got college on Saturday. Like man, clips and plays on Saturday. I can't do this.
Why is it that the shit we love the most, like the football and stuff, is like the worst time of our lives? Like the depression and the anxiety starts kicking back in and shit. So I can't wait for football to come back on so I can be all fucking cooped up in the house and anxious all the time about my team.
No, I can't wait to kick back for 7 hours of commercial-free football.
Hey, they just
getting
need
mad
some
at my
commercials in there
fantasy
now.
team.
They sneak them commercials in now.
They for real do.
Yeah.
That is one thing about it is when I was younger, I used to stress about my teams like Clemson, the Falcons. Now I just don't at all. Like I just take the L's as they come, and I'll stress about my fantasy teams, my fake teams. You know what I'm saying, Kraft, man? I don't even, how it is. It just switches on up.
Last year, it just went. The football started. I watched Clemson LSU, and I watched K Klubnik and our offense just do some dumb shit and just throw away the game. And I said, well, there goes our season, right?
Yeah, it's all over. Can't even watch them, man. Just makes
it's easy. It's easy not to stress when you're like Falcons fans. I'm sure.
Yes, bro. It is. I'll be honest. It is.
It was a big year for Panthers fans. We
Yeah.
shit.
Man,
We won the division, everything. We was at the bottom. They said we was going to be the worst team in that division. We won it.
Well, shoot, man. I just wanted to say for everybody out there, thanks for and I got a couple texts and had a couple people's like, what are you and Kraft? Are you done? Like, what are y'all doing? No, we ain't done. We still doing this thing. But so much for that best offseason ever, though, Kraft, man. We was talking about the best offseason ever. I guess we're going to have to take the L on that. But if you do listen to the show, man, don't be a motherfucking hoe. And share the show, man. That's all we ask. I mean, hey, I ain't on Twitter like putting shit out. Kraft and Chris, we ain't posting it everywhere. But we got a small
Twitter.
Yeah, like it is what it is. Like we got a small little community. Just add on to our little community, man, and come play fantasy football with us. That's how we like to roll. We play Dynasty, we play redraft, and anything I'm missing, Kraft, man.
Nah, I mean, like you said, I think when we were talking about like this offseason gonna be the best, we're gonna be coming here talking about these rookies, And then we seen the rookies and we seen this class, and it was like, nah, I think we can just skip this shit. This class trash.
Boy, super trash, man. I could not listen, man. That's what I was saying. In my home league, it's a one quarterback league. I was saying that every time. This draft is one deep right here. Like, I'm glad I got that 101 because if I had that 102, I'd be selling that bitch. And then in Superflex, I was like, well, Mendoza, he's in the first round. This draft's too deep. Let's go, baby. But Ty Simpson snuck in there too. Well, how about that crap, man? I know we got a lot to talk about, but I was probably saying something that might have been controversial, I guess, because when Ty Simpson snuck into that first round, I was telling folks I'd be willing to take him at the 103. And I seen our little fake stuff dynasty. I seen him go at the 105. I was like, I like your style because I would have taken him pretty high. I mean, a first round quarterback over this draft class. Really. I mean, I'm not saying they're bums, but I'm just saying like Carnell Tate. Like, I don't know, man. Like, those are going to be, like, fine wide receivers and good for NFL teams. But as far as, like, fantasy and winning your championships, those ain't the kind of guys I'm thinking about. So, I don't know. What you think about anything rookie draft season, Kraft, man? You got any comments on it?
I mean, the receivers weren't too bad. You know, Mekhi Lemon, he has potential to be, you know, really good. Especially the way he runs his routes against zone and everything and just being able to get open. And Tate's the same way. He has potential to be really good. And, you know, there's going to be some sleepers that kind of break out that we didn't expect. But as far as the running backs win, it was weak. But the Ty Simpson thing, you know, if you're one of them teams that is in a rebuild mode and you can wait a year or two for Stafford to get out of there, and it seems to work out where, you know, first-round quarterbacks, they've been hitting. I think J.J. McCarthy's really the only one I can think of in the past couple years that really hadn't hit, but they've all been good picks in your rookie drafts in the past couple years. You know, even like Cam Ward, I think he's going to pan out and be decent for your Superflex teams. But, you know, Bo Nix and that whole class ended up being good. I guess Penix, he might be a bust.
Yeah.
But
still, though, 4 out of 6. Yeah, the 4 out of 6 seem pretty strong and steady. Chris, you got any comments on the rookie draft season? I know we finished up our home league not too long ago.
When I watched the draft and I saw the Ty Simpson, I was like, I mean, I guess if you have the Falcons pick, you got to do Falcon shit. I was just like, what?
Think about that.
Then the Rams traded for Miles fucking Garrett, and then I was like, it makes fucking sense. It makes sense why they're doing it. Then it came out that they had discussed this. They knew that this shit was going to happen. They were just in the process of not trying to send Jared Verse. I think if they could have worked out, fleeced it to where they didn't have to get rid of Jared Verse and they could have got Miles Garrett, Jared Verse, and I mean, it would have been insane. As far as the value in the draft and stuff, like Tate, you know, I mean, I think he'll be all right. He's coming into a situation where who was there? I mean, you got Chimera DK was like their go-to guy in Tennessee. I mean, Cam Ward's at least getting an upgrade right there. Some sleepers that I want to hit on. Wandale. Chris Bell. I think Chris Bell might be pretty sneaky coming to Miami off that injury. It's just I think it might take a minute off that injury.
Going deep.
Some late round picks that I did because I skipped Chris Bell in our leagues because I had like 4 picks in this draft, but I came in knowing exactly what I wanted to pick. I took Jadarian Price, Kenyon Sadiq, Antonio Williams out of Clemson, and Zachariah Branch out of UGA. And the reason I took them is you just got to look at these situations, man. Zachariah Branch coming to the Falcons, their number 2 receiver is Olamide Zaccheaus. I mean, if anybody can step into a wide receiver 2 role right out the gate, it's Branch. Antonio Williams, same thing. I don't even know who the number 2 is.
It's definitely him.
Like right now, and even though like being a Clemson wide receiver out, I mean, Antonio Williams wasn't really like, he wasn't no T. Higgins. He wasn't no anything
twitchy
special
guy
like that. But
yeah, he'll be in the slot.
You step into a slot in a PPR league, and you get into a little bind and he starts catching some balls, it'll help. But I will say, I told Crapan when we talked earlier, my favorite pick out of this whole draft, the most athletic freak that I seen in this draft was Kenyon Sadiq, and I wanted to make sure I went out and got him. I know they drafted Omar Cooper as well. We're just gonna have to see. I mean, I think this Jets team we're still about 2 years off before they get a full turnaround. So it's gonna be a minute. So I'm thinking they're still gonna be dumping it off to the tight end a little bit. And I just don't think Garrett Wilson and all them are gonna be those world beaters that they should be right now. And then we don't even know about the quarterback. I mean, we might for real see K Klubnik, sorry ass, out there throwing the ball for the Jets this year. We for real might see that. It is a possibility that K Klubnik takes the field this year.
That'd be a damn shame.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That dude, I was so high on him, and I just don't see it. I don't think he's that good.
Yeah.
Matt, is there any like sleeper rookie picks that you sort of liked? I know there probably wasn't any in your class where you were just like dying to have, but is there some you like more than the other?
Nah, they all trash. Because this is my thing. Like, all those wide receivers, the ones that we thought were good, to me, they didn't even get good landing spots and stuff like that. The one guy who went to Philly, it's like, come on, man. Philly ain't ever supported multiple receivers. So I don't know why they're just going to start now. And then my thing is, too, it's like, how many good quarterbacks are in the league? There's like, what, maybe 10 good quarterbacks? All these teams are starting to have multiple. All these teams are starting to have multiple wide receivers on these teams. Like, man, there's nobody that's going to win your fantasy football championship out of this draft class. I'm just being real. I think what's his name is a fine player, Carnell Tate, but, man, he was never the best at his own school. And so it's like, I don't even know what to really truly think about him. And the other guys getting drafted to the Browns and all this stuff, the Jets, like, man, come on, man. I just think, don't get me, I don't know. I ain't in on it, you know. I'm glad that I'm not invested in the 26 class. I know we talk about ignore the hibbity hoopla, but let's just be real. This class was just so trash, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the only player that I liked that went outside like the first round of rookie drafts, I had a thing for Ted Hurst, you know, going to the Bucks. But he's still, like you said, the competition is still tough. I mean, I don't think Godwin's going to be there long, but he's not a slot guy. But he got to beat out McMillan. So I did like Ted Hurst. I drafted him in both of my dynasty leagues in like the second round, and then when it came to me late in our draft, I was just drafting the highest draft capital. I took the Kalen Black guy for the 49ers who got drafted in the third round. And then I took Stribling for the 49ers who got drafted in the second. And it was just like, well, they drafted him early, so that's pretty much – I mean, we talk about it all the time. Draft capital, it kind of trumps a lot of things, and no matter what you think about different players and stuff. And I like the backup running back for Kansas City, Emmett Johnson. I feel like he may have a little bit of potential. And Jonah Coleman out of Washington going to the Broncos. Sean Payton has kind of proved in his tenure there, who he just got extended too, but he's proved that he'll play running backs. I mean, Tyler Beatty got carries. McLaughlin gets carries. So, you know, draft capital might not matter as much there. And they got like Dobbins and R.J. Harvey, who was extremely inefficient last year. So I'm just thinking, you know, maybe Jonah Coleman has a decent enough chance. But he's still like a fourth-round running back pick. I mean, it's kind of tough. But as far as landing spots goes, it could be. I mean, Dobbins is always hurt. So I took a chance on Jonah Coleman. I actually traded – I don't know what you think about this, but in my other dynasty league, I traded Travis Hunter to get Jonah Coleman.
Oh, man.
My receivers are stacked in that league. Travis Hunter, I know the draft capital's there and everything, but how in the world could you comfortably start Travis Hunter even if the week before they said, oh, he's going to play half the snaps on offense this week? The only way that Travis Hunter becomes better is just if they're just saying he's mainly going to play on offense. And then he's still got to deal with Brian Thomas, Parker Washington, and Jacoby Myers. It's not like he just steps into number 2 wide receiver role or number 1. So I don't know.
Shit. I don't know. My thing is with that is I feel like everybody's had rumors about Travis Hunter that the Jags have not had. Like some people were saying he's going to play on defense more this year, but the Jags have never said
Yeah,
that.
they have.
And then OTAs, he's on offense. He's been working exclusively with the offense right now. So I don't know. I've been down on the pick too, but I don't know. I just think there's what everybody else is saying, and then there's what the Jags are saying and doing, and it's total opposite. So I don't know. Wouldn't want to start a week 1 though. I'll tell you that.
It had to do with a lot of the build of my team too. He was probably like the number 6 receiver on my team, so it was like.
I've always thought he was a better DB than a wide receiver anyway.
Yeah,
he is good. I mean, he's good at both. I think he'd succeed at either one if he played full time.
Exclusively, right?
Well, shoot, man, that's enough. See, you didn't get all the rookie content over the months, so you got 15 minutes.
I think that pretty much satisfies the whole entire thing. I mean, we named 10 different players and the ones that we liked and didn't like and stuff.
Let's just say if you went for rebuilding your entire roster off of this draft, you fucked up probably.
Yeah,
you fucked up.
Definitely wouldn't want multiple firsts in that 26 class.
Man, I do gotta ask you something though, because I listened to your solo episode of like it was more like tips of the rookie draft and stuff, and you said don't listen to the experts on this next year's class is going to be great. This other class. Do you take that back for this class?
Well, look, my thing
or do you
like,
think there's some diamonds in the rough in this class?
There could be some diamonds in the rough, but my thing is like when we're talking about like next year, everybody's gonna be high on the 27 class. Like I guess my thing is I should clarify like I didn't know at the time what the 26 class truly was. You know what I'm saying? But when you're like making trades during the season and stuff like that, you're like, well, the 26 class ain't no good. The 27 class is the best class in half a century and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of hibbity hoopla that it's just like I can't let that shit affect my trades and affect my decisions. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when you start breaking down this 26 class, and it was like that, goddamn, bro, we probably shouldn't have ignored the hibbity hoopla with this one. But I don't think anybody was saying. I know everybody was saying the 26 class was weak, but I don't think people were really saying how weak it was. I mean, usually there's like a few good players. This time it was like, oh, there's some solid players. Then those solid players getting terrible landing spots. And then we're looking at like 1 or 2 players in the whole fucking draft, bro, that are like can't miss. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll rethink that one though. I feel like most of my tips seem okay sometimes. Like I still would have rather had the running backs over wide receivers if I could, but the running backs were trash too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
You seen the trade Noah made, and I think it was the doo-doo league where he traded like the 104, 107, and the 111 for the 101, and it just showed that there was just like this one player that was that everybody wanted. And in most drafts, you'd be like, man, that's kind of crazy. You just traded like 3 first-round picks to move up to the 101, and then this one, it was just kind of like, man, that was kind of obvious. But it is kind of funny thinking of Jeremiah Love, how the team that I compare the Cardinals to the most is the Falcons, and then
I know
they proved it even more.
Yeah, that is one thing about it.
You just can't be in a contract dispute with Jacoby Brissett. At no point can you be in a contract dispute.
Dude, you're either gonna tank and you're not gonna win either way. So either neither one of them has leverage. Like Jacoby Brissett can't be like, I need to get paid as a starter. And the Cardinals can't be like, we need to pay him as a starter, because either way it doesn't matter. They're still going to be like the top.
I was very surprised that the Cardinals drafted Jeremiah Love. I mean, not really surprised, because
that's what we're saying, man. It doesn't make no sense.
They made all of those moves at running back, and damn, if I'm Algier, I'm kind of pissed that I signed with the Cardinals right now.
I got to deal with this shit again.
Bruh, if I'm a running back, I don't know, man. Like, if I'm a team and a franchise, like, running back is like the last position I'm solidifying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to getting Jeremiah Love unless they're just thinking, oh, this draft sucks. Let me at
Yeah,
least go get the best player. That's about the only thing I can think of because ain't no fucking way I'm taking. You know how where I stand, Kraft, man. I will never take these players that high. Like, I like to build the trenches and go find you a quarterback before I start,
Yeah, to me
banking
it
on
was
wide
kind of like
receivers and running backs.
the when Brock Bowers was picked by the Raiders. It was kind of like, damn, y'all just took Michael Mayer the year before, and he was looking straight.
that's a
Like, and then
different
it was
that's
just
a
like,
different player right there.
best available player. No, in that situation, yes, I agree with that. But at the time during the draft, there was no way of telling that this dude was going to be that big of a monster like that. But it was like a best available selection at that point.
They trying to sell jerseys and bring people into the stadium. That's all
Hell
they're
yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
I think I agree with that. All right, man. Let's slide over to what we really talking about. Craftman go carry our ass tonight. Uh, I know it sounds like Chris been plugged into the fantasy world, but I kind of been out the fantasy world for a little bit. So early draft rankings, Kraft's got his rankings going. ADPs. I've been looking at some ADPs. I've been bitching about some of them, thinking about what. Looking at mostly underdog right now. Best ball. A lot of best ball going on right now. If you want to play some best ball, hit the Craft man up. He might join you in the best ball. I might hop in with you one day. Uh, but yeah, man. I mean, we got some players to talk about. I'll just go ahead and click on the first player over here, Craft man, and I'll send it over to you. But we got DJ Moore. I've been I don't know, at least top 5 of the DJ Moore fan hate club. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have anything good to say about it. But he did just get traded to the Bills. So I can see why people are getting up. I see why his ADP's up higher than what me and Craftman would like. So Craftman, go ahead, big dog.
Yeah, this is just a guy on the list that we chose looking at ADPs that we felt was kind of out of whack. Going wide receiver 27 and underdog right now in whatever this thing is, RTS Sports, wide receiver 15. I don't understand. I don't even know. Get me in that, whatever that is. That's where I want to bet my money if
Yeah.
DJ Moore's going at wide receiver 15. But it's mainly the guys, wide receiver 27, and it seems pretty low, but there's a lot of guys under him where I'm like, how in the world is Terry McLaurin, Jalen Waddle, Jamison Williams, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Roma Dunze, Christian Watson? I can just keep going. All of them guys, in my opinion, should be ahead of DJ Moore. We've seen this before with Buffalo. Josh Allen has gone 2 straight years finishing in the top 5 quarterbacks without a top 36 receiver. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's the only time. I think it's only happened one other time in history, and Josh Allen's done it 2 years in a row. So what makes you think that DJ Moore is going to come in here, who just had an awful year with Chicago where Luther Burden kind of came on at the end, but Roma Dunze, he got outperformed by everybody on that offense. And DJ Moore's always been known for breaking tackles. That's what he's bought, run after the catch type guy. He broke 4 tackles last year. That was it. So DJ Moore, I just think he's lost it. There's so many teams or so many players that have changed teams at this age at like 31, 32 years old. That shit never works out. Devontae Adams is like the only one I can think of that has actually worked out that has changed teams at this age. So I just don't think – I think Khalil Shakir is the better receiver on the team. If I had to bet on one, if I'm going to put one ahead of the other, I think Khalil Shakir – I wouldn't rank either one of them high, but DJ Moore shouldn't be going ahead of them guys because they're going to spread the ball around. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I really don't have much to say. I agree. That dude, Josh Allen, don't have to support no receivers or a tight end. He just needs him and James Cook, and then that's just how it's going to be. And so,
how many rushing touchdowns are going to go between him and James Cook on the season? I mean, you're talking maybe 30 touchdowns in total going just rushing touchdowns between Josh Allen and James Cook. I mean, but give them both 15 or something. Give one 18 and one 12. I mean, That's the way they
How
roll in
many
the
of
red
those
zone.
receiving touchdowns that Josh Allen's going to throw is going to go to James Cook off a screen or, like a just like a swing route or
Just
something like
whoever.
that, like.
Yeah.
And you also got,
I
you
mean,
got Dalton Kincaid's on this offense. You got there's other people other than just DJ Moore. Like you said, I like that you did your research on the breaking tackles with DJ Moore. Yeah, that's the big thing that he's known for. And like you said, he only broke 4 last year. He looked awful last year. Looked awful.
Yeah. On a good offense where he should have been kind of featured on the offense, but you got a rookie and Luther Burden kind of coming in and still in the role. So, and Matt called it out before the season. I was wrong about DJ Moore last year because I actually kind of liked him, but he was saying before the year last year in Chicago, wasn't there some reports coming out in the offseason, Matt, where they were like, we don't see a role for DJ Moore or something like that?
Yeah.
They had him in like the backfield.
Yeah. I was just, it wasn't nothing I was seeing. It was just stuff I was reading. The reports talk about they moving DJ Moore to the backfield. I guess Luther Burden, they drafted him in the 2nd round. So it's like, if you drafted Luther Burden in the 2nd round, like that's what you they have him there for. Like, I mean, I don't know. It just seemed kind of like DJ Moore didn't fit. And I mean, we ain't even saying nothing about old Colston Loveland. You know what I'm saying? He's like really the guy I'm high on in that offense. So it's like, damn.
He's a beast.
So he just kind of got squeezed out. So maybe that's where people are kind of he got squeezed out, and then now he's in Buffalo with the best quarterback in the NFL. But it's like you said, like it's not like Josh Allen is out there supporting all these receivers and stuff. I mean, he's doing his own thing.
Well, let's move on to the biggest, probably. We were just talking about him, but I think he's like the fantasy darling of the offseason so far. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. Luther Burden.
Yeah.
Going at wide receiver 21 right now. I picked him up and started him in a redraft league in the championship game and got me about 20-something points. But that shows you he was on the waiver wire when I picked him up in the last week of the season for a rookie that came in last year and didn't do jack squat the season before.
Yeah, look, crap. I definitely got something to say about Luther Burden because I was calling this out at the end of last year, and like I was listening to the footballers after football season was over, and like the things they were saying about this man Luther Burden, I just could not believe. Like I thought Luther Burden was going to take DJ Moore's spot, and in rookie drafts he was like the end of a tier break, and he was always at the back end of that tier break, and I was like, man, Luther Burden going to be better than what we are talking about. Now, this year, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here talking about Luther Burden, like, the way we're talking about him? Like, this dude, like, right now, I'm looking at one. He's, like, at the wide receiver, 21. So, like, he's going ahead of Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, J-Mo, Waddle,
I mean, Adunze,
he's ahead of the dude.
Adunze got hurt last year. And before he got hurt, he was the wide receiver 7 on the season.
Hey. There was through 4 or 5 weeks where he was the wide receiver 4 at one point. Like, Luther Burden ain't ever shown to me that he has upside to that extent. I think Luther Burden is going to be good. I wouldn't take him as,
I'm not hating on the fact that I don't think he's worthless. Like, in Dynasty, I would say try to go get him, but he's worth what? I mean, he's you can't get him. He's worth way too much.
To me, it's just like one of those things where it's like these fantasy football guys, they see him have a couple good games, which he did, and he looks good as fuck out there. Like, there ain't no denying it, but it's like then these fantasy football podcasts get a hold of these guys, and they're like, oh my God, Luther Burden. Like, I just love Luther Burden. And it's just like, bro, y'all need to relax, bro. Like, he's probably not the best. He's probably like the 3rd option on his team, in my opinion, and that's if Rome Odunze is healthy, I guess, but Loveland, to me, is the guy who I would want the most on that offense. And Rome Odunze, to me, has a higher upside because I just think he's a better football player while he's healthy.
Better route runner for sure.
Yeah, so it's like Luther Burden definitely has a role. Like, this dude can definitely catch a quick slant and take it to the crib, you know what I'm saying? But, man, I just don't know, man. DeAndre Swift, he's still part of the offense. They got a couple running backs. Like, I don't know, bro. Chris, you got any comment on Luther Burden, man?
I only got one thing because Why I'm not buying like the full on hype of Luther Burden because his quarterback's about to suffer from the age old Madden curse.
Let's go.
Because his quarterback is about to be on the cover of Madden, and we all know you're around the game space and you play Madden and stuff like that. You know, once you get on the cover of Madden, your season is fucked.
But Josh Allen made it through.
Yeah, that's true. He survived it.
He survived it.
Yeah, but what was he supposed to, what's Josh Allen supposed to have been doing all these years that he can't do?
Well, win the Super Bowls, I guess.
Win. He still can't do it. It hasn't affected quarterbacks as much as it has skill position players.
Yeah.
So Caleb should be all right then.
You know.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't get behind him, man. He paints his nails, man. I don't want nothing to do with that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody we play ball with ain't gonna be able to like Caleb Williams. I'm just being real.
I ain't even gonna lie. I heard something. I was listening to a podcast, a sports gambling podcast. They had a Bears fan on last year. And they were talking about his painting nails and everything, and they said, I don't give a shit if he paints, because they were winning at the time. They said, I don't give a shit if he paints his nails. If they keep winning, we'll be sucking everybody's dick in the fans. It don't even matter.
I'm fucking dead, bro. Oh, man. I mean, I'm with you. Look, man, we'll put it like this. We'll end Luther Burden like this. Like, we ain't gonna straight up hate on this man, but y'all love him a little too much. Yeah, Luther Burden's gonna have some good games, but he's probably gonna goose egg you a few times too, or at least come close to it. He's gonna have some low games, but still a good player. I ain't hating on him that much.
Yeah, I ain't hating on the skill. It's just that's just crazy. I ain't never seen a receiver go for 600 yards in their rookie year and then just be drafted.
Yeah.
I mean, we all remember Jahan Dotson, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm with you on that. Man, let's move it on.
Jahan Dotson.
We're going to move it over to Devontae Smith, because I feel like I got something to say about Devontae Smith, too, because, I mean, this right here, I've got to be tripping, but let me look it up real quick. I kind of keep scrolling up. But I think the last thing I saw was like wide receiver 13 on one of these sites. Like, Craftman, what are you looking at right now?
He was, wide receiver 13.
Like, man, I guess that has to be because AJ Brown is gone. That's the only thing I can think of, because I view Devontae Smith like how I used to view Zay Flowers. You know, like it was like them guys were like
useless.
They're like. Yeah, like, I mean, like, I don't want them guys on my teams like that. Like, I think they're good wide receivers. Like,
wide receiver 11 in underdog, actually. Sorry. 11.
Bro, that's insane to me. Like, Jalen Hurts, he ain't ever supported these guys to that extent. Like, A.J. Brown was, whining and pitching a fit because he wasn't getting the ball. And then they started giving the ball all the time and they started losing. So I think A.J. Brown ended up finishing in, like, inside the top 12 last year. So I think people were like, A.J. Brown finished inside the top 12. A.J. Brown's gone. Okay, Devontae Smith's the guy. Now he's about to do that same thing. But it's like, man, they're not about to do that. They're about to get back to what their offense is really about, and it's going to be about running the football and quarterback and pushing and shit like that. Like, I just don't see – like, I've had Devontae Smith on my teams. Like, this dude is like outside wide receiver twos like multiple years. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way.
He's just a player that you're like, if he wasn't on your team, you wouldn't notice.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you're finishing as a wide receiver 26 and whatnot, like, what's that really doing for you, you know? Good player, but what are we doing here drafting him that high? That's on underdog, too, so it's like I'm kind of surprised by that one.
Yeah, there's players out there with a lot more upside than Devontae Smith in that passing offense. I mean, I guess the question I have to ask you is Devontae Smith just put a random team out there. Is not just the Eagles, but is Devontae Smith a wide receiver 1? Is he an alpha wide receiver? He's on the edge for me.
I would say player. Like, I would say no, but if you put him on the Bills, I would be like, you might would toot my horn a little bit. Not DJ Moore, but Devontae Smith. I'd be like, oh, snap, Devontae Smith. I'd probably, be a little hyped about it, but I mean, like, what's another team? Like, I mean, I don't really know. Uh,
it could be any team that you put him on. I'm just wondering from his skill set standpoint, do you feel like he's is he a Drake London? Is he a Nico Collins? I know it's not
no.
like a top end wide receiver like CD or Chase or nothing, but just in that category, I think we all could agree that Drake London's a wide receiver one. We could all agree that Nico is a bona fide one. Malik Neighbors is probably. I mean, that would be the category. That's the category he's getting drafted in right now. So that's the reason I bring up them names is, I mean, Neighbors got the injury problem, but Devontae Smith, he's going ahead of Neighbors. He's going ahead of Flowers. He's going ahead of Ibuka, T. Higgins, Tet McMillan. I just
Ain't no fucking way, bro. I'm taking him over Egbuka and McMillan. And I mean, what the fuck? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think he should be adjusted as much. I think if anything, with AJ Brown leaving, he should be adjusted up a little bit, but nothing to the extent of. Okay, I think Devontae Smith. If I said Devontae Smith finishes as a wide receiver 20, a mid-range wide receiver 2, like 18, 19, I think that might be reasonable. But the ceiling for Devontae Smith still isn't there to get into the top 6 or 7 or whatever wide receivers like some of these other guys. It's like if Tet McMillan finishes at wide receiver 6, you gonna be surprised? Probably not.
No, definitely not. I mean, that's just to come down to it. Is like, is Jalen Hurts about to give us a top 10 receiver? I mean, he snuck in AJ Brown, but think about the talent AJ Brown is. Like, that's a big old dude. I mean, Devontae Smith ain't that style. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Devontae Smith had good stretches.
Devontae Smith is he could be in the right offense like a target machine. He could be your Keenan Allen with the Chargers throughout his career. He could be that. But the Eagles are not the Chargers of the past where they rely on something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of that's gonna change.
I just always put him with Zay Flowers. Like, I always say they're the same.
Same.
But didn't
Zay
Flowers?
I put him with Jordan Addison too. I think they're about damn similar too. I know that's crazy. Jordan Addison's like wide receiver.
Yeah.
Look up Smith, see what he's finished the last couple of years. I'm just kind of interested. You look up Smith. I'm gonna look up Addison, who's getting drafted at wide receiver 41 with Kyler in there. So you got a wide receiver 11, wide receiver 41. Addison's finished. Okay, so last year he was 45, but the 2 years before he was 21 and 23. Wide receiver 21, wide receiver 23. 900 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, last year he did finish as the wide receiver 20. Maybe I'm a little off on it, but 27, 19, 29. He's got a wide receiver 9 finish in 2022.
Okay.
I mean, that's a few years removed from that, though. But I mean, he's basically a wide receiver 2, mid wide receiver 2 at his peak.
Back end.
And then 27 and 29, like he's a wide receiver. He's like a back end 2, top end 3. Except for this one wide receiver 9 year, I'd have to look in more to that.
And that's a player that you just put in your flex spot randomly and hope for a good game.
But nothing to where I would be like, damn, this is the wide receiver 13. Like, I got to get some.
If he's a wide receiver 11 this season, what that would mean is that Dallas Goedert does practically nothing. Mekhi Lemon turns out to be a bust. And he commands like 30% of the passing volume for the team and puts up like 1,200 yards and over 10 touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean,
and is Devontae Smith the type of player that you're like in the red zone you're super worried about when you have Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley rushing for all the touchdowns and Dallas Goedert scored touchdowns? I don't. They drafted the Stowers guy out of Vanderbilt. So, I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, that one's, I don't know, just mind-boggling to me a little bit. I don't know. I mean, that was really the one when we was looking through. That one kind of stood out to me the most because it was like, holy shit, like, that one's super high, man. Look, we'll slide over to this one because this one to me is like I talk about overreactions and stuff like that, but ETN, I'm just wondering why nobody's overreacted. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker was just good last year, and then it gets paid to go to New Orleans. I mean, that offense is ascending. So to me, it's like, damn, how could we not be on ETN? Am I the only guy out there on ETN like that? Because if I am, slide me some ETN because I feel like this dude's about to ball out in New Orleans. Probably
could be
way
right.
better. Probably, I think his upside is way higher than like what he was doing with Jacksonville. I mean, there was a point last year where, man, think about how low this man was getting drafted in drafts last year. Like people were thinking, what's his name? Tank
Tank Bigsby.
Bigsby was gonna overtake ETN and stuff like that. Like I was saying it was crazy last year, but it's like look at how far this man is coming, and then all right, so I'm just looking at it like if he's going behind Brees Hall, like I'm taking ETN over Brees Hall next year. Jeremiah Love's a rookie. Like I'm taking ETN over him. I think ETN's gonna be better than Derrick Henry. I think ETN's gonna be better
Do
than
you?
Kenneth Walker. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Derrick Henry's going at like running back 12 right now.
You want to hear where I got him slotted in? When you go, I want you to go ahead and finish. That was my bad.
Nah, you're good. I'm just looking at him right now. I'm just like, where's my ceiling? Like, I mean, I think he's going. I think Kenneth Walker's a sell high in Dynasty. I've kind of been on that one for a little bit. Like everybody's reacting about Kenneth Walker doing this and that, and I'm thinking, man, what about ETN? Like, I'd probably take him over a lot of these guys. So, you know, I've got ETN on a league in our Doo Dynasty league, and I feel like I just fucking hit the jackpot having him on my team. So. This goes beyond my Clemson love, you know what I'm saying? I'm just wondering what the hell's going on because where did he finish last year? This dude was like the running back like 6 or something like that last year,
He got
right?
an RB2 finish. He had RB3 finish. He was RB10 last year.
So we're talking 2 RB1 seasons, and
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just wondering where the love is for this one. Like where there ain't no overreaction.
I think the problem is with the ADPs with ETN because I have them ranked, and you can tell me you've already said a couple names that you like more, but the only player I think that I have above him that you would disagree with is probably Jeremiah Love, like you just said. I mean, in redraft, I got him behind Kyron. Got him behind Achane, Genty, Walker. You said maybe Walker. But the 2 that I struggled with the most ranking him was Javonte Williams. This is just for redraft. Javonte Williams and Travis Etienne. And that's who I got back to back. And those were 2 that I was looking at, and I didn't know which ones to put over the other.
Yeah. Well,
Javonte should be fine with Dallas again.
Yep, I don't disagree with that. I mean, you know, one thing I'll say about that little list, like Jeremiah Love, I do feel like he's appropriately priced. You know how we've had these
Rookies going first round?
Yeah, going super high. Like Genty was going super high, and Marv the year before was going super high. Like at least we're not doing that with Jeremiah Love this go round. I feel like he's appropriate, but I'm just saying, like, if ETN finishes ahead of Genty this year, you gonna be surprised? I feel like I ain't gonna be surprised. I'm just being honest.
The upside's tremendous, but I was gonna say like the ADP baked in right now, I think, is because we have no news on Kamara, and if Kamara stays with the Saints, he's got to have some kind of role. I know ETN got paid, but Kamara has to. He's not going to be relegated to just this no-name backup for another team. It's still, a fan favorite in New Orleans. Who, if anything, he might not be explosive anymore, but third down where Travis Etienne succeeds the most, which I don't think Etienne is the best runner between the tackles by any means. And Kamara and him kind of have a lot of the same skill set. So if Kamara is still in a lot of the passing game work on third down, then maybe ETN doesn't really pan out as much as you could assume. But if Kamara gets cut tomorrow or whenever, then I think his ADP will probably jump up higher.
I guess I could agree with that because I just see Kamara as nothing to me at this point. So To me,
But
when
you think if he's on the roster, he's going to be nothing though? Like,
why would the
they're gonna
Saints bring that dude in, bro? I mean, if you just paid a guy like this, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you even bring Kamara in? Like, let him go pick somewhere where he wants to go play or something. You know what I'm saying?
He don't want to go anywhere though. I think he pretty much said he's going to retire if anything. So it's just like they have the choice to cut him, but he's kind of a face for your franchise, you know. So they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place of like, do I want to be the bad guy and cut like our best player that's been here for 10 years and super loyal to the team?
Could be true. Could be true. I'm just saying, ETN to the moon, baby. Let's go, man. Man, that's my guy too, man. All right, well, shoot, crap, man. Don't be some of your rankings out there so I can yell at you some. Because those were pretty much some of the. I mean, I could disagree with some of these ADPs that I was looking at. Like what do you think about? He's going a whole lot lower this year, but like Garrett Wilson again this year. Like he's going.
If you avoided Garrett Wilson in the past 5 years or 4 years, you've been the smart person.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking to that. I mean, Geno coming over there. The Raiders just got the number 1 pick in the draft because Geno was their quarterback.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Jets, and they'll probably get the number 1 pick because Geno's their quarterback. I'm sticking with the same game plan with Garrett Wilson. It's like he's been overdrafted. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I bet you if you looked at his ADP the past 4 years, I bet you he's been under his ADP.
Yeah.
There was 1 year, didn't he finish as like 8, something like that?
I think he had a good year, but I think it was because he had a good start. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was consistent through the whole year. I've been one of those guys who've had him on my team a couple years ago. I can't remember when it was, but I mean, heck, I might have had him on my team last year. But like right now, he's going ahead of Egbuka, Luther Burden, who we talked about, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin. It's in that same little range that we always talk about.
Give me the receivers on the good teams.
Yeah, man.
I'm not picking Garrett Wilson over none of them guys because this is a terrible team, and you can there's players that end up surprising because of just straight up target volume on bad teams, but the chances ain't that great.
Side by side with Ted McMillan is what I'm looking at. Like, I don't know, man. That just seems kind of crazy to me. Like,
give me T. Higgins. Give me
yeah.
Ted McMillan. Give me all them guys. I mean, I'll take a chance on Waddle if I had to.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, heck, there's a few more out there, I'm sure.
Jameson, he's disrespected again.
You think so, man?
I know you hate him, but the numbers don't lie.
Well, my thing is like his finishes don't indicate what he be doing, bro. Like this dude be goose egging you for half the year, and then he'll just explode for a few games, man. Like the Joe Mixon of wide receivers, Jerry Jeudy,
DJ Moore.
Let me look up. Let me at least look up his. Who's got Jameson Williams and Doodoo? Is it you or Noah? I know it's one of y'all.
I don't have him. I don't have him in either one of my dynasty leagues. But damn, I sure do wish I did. Wide receiver 10 last year, 19 the year before. Not too bad. He's a baller, man.
Oh, he's on Crack Room's team. All right.
This team sucks. That's not really good. He needs to get rid of Jameson. He don't need him. He ain't winning shit anyway. I might go sneak a little trade out for old J-Mo.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this first half of the year, he finished strong, man. But when he starts off the year with some 6'6", 5'2", goose egg, sneaks 18 in there. But you know what? I really am hating.
Look at Zay Flowers. He was about the same last year.
Even that. I mean, I guess I am hating on him too much. But I'll put it like this. He's the ultimate boom bust player because, man, I'm looking at some of these games. 16, 23, 19, goose egg. They're 26 the next week.
There was a change last year, though. You remember, but it kind of coincides with Laporta too. So that's the hard part. You remember last year, Dan Campbell took over play calling duties, and that's when Jameson started getting involved. But it was also a time where it coincided with Laporta getting hurt and Laporta being out. So, You know,
Yeah.
I just think J-Mo's just
He is good.
at this point he just gets drafted later than he should.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
agree. Like
Not
he is
gonna.
get. I for sure would take him over Waddle and Mike Evans, DJ Moore, and he's going behind all them guys.
What do
You
you
know,
what do you think about Evans with the Niners? And I'll be right back.
Evans, man, I don't know what to think about him. I think he'll be just fine. How about that? Because he'll be the only receiver for. Well, I ain't gonna say the only receiver, but like you can't really look at these other guys like Pearsall and all them the same to me. So I don't know. I just think, when I thought of Mike Evans, like think about Mike Evans' style. Does it really go with Brock Purdy like
I
that? You
think
know what
it
I'm
does.
saying? My thing is like he's going to be just fine. Like I got him on well, heck, don't we got him in our league? We trying to win it all in. We got Mike Evans. He's like our third or fourth receiver, but I mean, I love him in that role. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think he's going to be fine. You know what? He probably will be good this year in San Francisco. He probably believes he's got a chance to win a Super Bowl with these guys. Kittle's going to be out for a little while, ain't he? I mean,
Yeah.
or if he is, he's coming off an injury if he's going to be back. So, and there's no like big time wide receiver competition for him like that in San Francisco, So, because I mean, I view Pearsall in a little different eye than I used to. I don't think they would be drafting wide receivers in the third and fourth round like they did like crazy. If they viewed Pearsall as this guy, I don't think they would have brought Mike Evans in if they thought he was like that. So I think Mike Evans is a different style of wide receiver from all these guys. So I wouldn't be thinking like he's going to do like what Devontae Adams did was like a wide receiver 6 or whatever he was, a wide receiver 1 last year. But I can see him being in that, top 18, having a good solid year for your fantasy football teams.
Yeah, I think he fits Purdy's style pretty well because you got to believe in somebody. If Kittle's going to be hurt, I mean, hopefully Kittle comes back, but it was Achilles injury late in the year, and then you got, Pearsall there, who I feel like you got to believe in one of the two, whether it be Evans or Pearsall. And Evans is Purdy, one thing he's great at is throwing touchdowns. And Mike Evans is great at scoring touchdowns. And I mean, I think he's going to be fine. I think wide receiver 2 for your team. I ain't seeing much. I'm not like super high on Evans, but I could see a pretty good year out of him.
Hey, that spot where we got him in our league trying to win it all, I feel perfectly fine with Mike Evans on my team,
Heck yeah.
Because you ain't dependent on him. You're putting him in a lower flex spot. We'll just have a little start-sit competition with him in some of these because me and you be doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? So we got us a deep little squad. So I like him where we got him. So, it is what it is.
Matt, we got another vote.
Man, I'm just gonna be real. I hope Here to Take Over hears this. He shouldn't even count, bro. Forget that, man. Well, whatever, man. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. I wanted to have some kind of waiver order, something. But I'd have been rolling with Fab. I ain't ever did a Fab except for that Dynasty League we're in, so.
Yeah. I mean, that Fab's going to be interesting. Like I told you, it's going to come down to my vote, man. And I don't really know what to do.
What's up, big dog? Go ahead and put that.
I want to try the Fab, man. I really do. I really want to try the Fab. I spent all afternoon explaining it to Brad and Ian, and they're curmudgeon. Brad's definitely a curmudgeon. Like he's just like, I don't want no change in my life. I don't want to learn anything new or have to. And then when I started explaining it to him, he was like, "Oh well, that don't sound too bad because you got to kind of control with what you bid and stuff." Because he didn't even understand the fact of like it's a blind bid, and that he was thinking that you could just see what everybody bid, and I'm like, no, that defeats the whole purpose. Like,
yeah, my thing is I've never like when I listen to podcasts and they talk about how much Fab they put on, and I can't even relate, can't even sit there and know what they're talking about fully. But heck, I really don't care. You know how it is. I just roll with the punches, bro. I gotta get me. Man, we're gonna have to start counting votes. If you one of those that finishing in the top 3 or 4, I'm in the same people fighting the same people every year. Our votes should count more. Fuck these other dudes, man.
Yeah.
Phil,
It is crazy nobody voted on the waivers, though.
Man, I just want to be like, Phil, man, I don't even care about your little A vote, man. Get out of here, bro.
We wanted to keep it the same. The crazy thing is, Noah just be hoarding all the players. He just gets on there. That's what I was trying to explain to Brad and Ian and stuff. I was like, dude, if you ain't, I mean, I don't like waivers. I hate waivers. I would rather go first come, first serve or the fab because I think the fab has a little bit more strategy involved in it if you're going to do something like that than other than the waivers. But like, as far as first come, first serve, I mean, whoever got the best app on their phone with the NFL news is going to end up getting the best players.
Yeah.
If you got 10 different sites that are sending you notifications on a daily basis saying that somebody got hurt, or if you're staring at red zone for 7 hours straight, then you're gonna be locked in, you know.
That's where I'll be at a disadvantage. That's why I even brought it up, because I'll be working every 2 weeks on those Sundays. I'll be missing them. I can't get them players.
It is a disadvantage.
But shoot, crap, man. Let's get on out of here for this episode. That was some ADPs that we just don't fucking like. But heck, I think me and Craft, man, about to hop on here and do this again. And but you know, thanks for everybody out there who likes to listen to the podcast and hear what me and Craft got to say. Thank you. Join us on the podcast. Come hop on the pod with us. We all for having people on. Come play some fantasy, some dynasty with us. We all for that too. Craft, man, anything you want to say?
Nah, man, I'm good. Just appreciate everybody for listening, and just glad to be back on and, you know, getting to break down a little bit of the rookie stuff that we didn't get to talk about. But, you know, this is a good one, though. I like talking about these damn overrated players and, you know, some of that other good stuff.
All right, man. Well, everybody, thank y'all for listening to the podcast. With that said, we are out.
Peace.